welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, and it's coming up next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the grand finale of the 2024 season. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Chris Jones on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Hurts. He's got his target. That's It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle with Barkley. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chiefs' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
Still first
And
down.
let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
In motion left comes Brown. From the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone, but the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Mahomes now to throw. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end Gray complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. A handoff now for Pacheco. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Back to throw here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
In motion goes the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So that is second drive ending in a field goal now here in the 3rd.
Yeah, the first one got them closer, and this one gets them the lead, but I don't think they should fall in love with kicking field goals. They're going to need to put the ball in the end zone if they want to finish off this game with a win.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Reid. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The fourth and final quarter coming right up. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi Trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. Now, there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes is going to run the option left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
This offense so far on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 24 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back speed.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Fielded at about the 28. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Hey, we know Pat Mahomes can run it. We saw it right there, but you get the sense when he takes off, every Chiefs fan is just saying, hey, be careful.
You get the sense, right, that everyone's holding their breath?
Yes.
And no one's exhaling until he gets up? Well, that makes perfect sense. But the reason that play works well for him when he decides to keep it and run, because of the respect for his arm. He throws it so well and so often that when he does make the decision to run, it's usually wide open.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 29 yards. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On the sneak, it's Hurts, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd 1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
4th down, 10 yards to go. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Fourth down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Now the Chiefs' offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down 21-16. Less than 90 seconds to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And all the way down to the 37. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
Here's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, but they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for two, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the fourth.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for two there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I won't make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. Being chased out left. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Commissioner Goodell making the presentation of the Lombardi Trophy to the Philadelphia Eagles, champions of Super Bowl 59. So that will conclude our coverage this year on EA Sports. I want to thank my partner, Charles Davis, for another incredible season together in the booth. Till the fall, folks, Brandon Gaudin saying good night from New Orleans.